AVC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. It's just time for another 5 recent finds. This is kind of I wouldn't call it a series, but just kind of how I've been doing my recent finds lately, where I just reach into the stack of my recent finds and pull out 5 albums and just kind of share those really quick. And that's just kind of that. Kind of keeps the video shorter, and I don't know, I kind of like this format, so let me know what you think as well. But yeah, let's just kind of dive right into it. I'll reach over here into stack of where I keep my recent finds. The first one here, Neil Young, self-titled from 1969. This is one I picked up at I think the record show like 3 weeks ago or something like that. But just a copy an album I've been needing to get back in my collection. You know, I purged my other copy a few years ago just because it wasn't in perfect condition, and found this very beautiful piece the other day. And yeah, just classic early Neil. Again, this kind of goes back to 1969. Definitely has a lot of elements in it that really gave you an idea, of course you didn't know at the time, but kind of where Neil Young was going to be going in his career in terms of his style and that type of thing. Excuse me. Even though he even ventured outside of that so much in so many different ways. But it's so easy to forget just kind of what Neil has and is doing too, because like when you really think about it, like, you know, Buffalo Springfield, for what it's worth and all of that, like Neil Young is right there. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young is like right there. And then, you know, even now he's putting out stuff with Crazy Horse and everything. It's like, that dude has been rocking for a long time. A very long time. And one of the most amazing songwriters ever. So nice to get that, you know, that 1969 release back in the collection. And just a little FYI, you know, something I'm looking for within my Neil collection is a copy of Psychedelic Pill that he put out. Was that in the 90s or something like that? But that's definitely an album I've been looking to get. So if anyone happens to have a very nice copy, you know, looking to maybe do some trading or something like that, definitely let me know. And let's go to the next one here. Another good one. This is Heart, self-titled from '85. You know, again, in my opinion, a great album. You know, this is 80s Heart, which some people, you know, don't quite like. You know, once they got away from Dreamboat and, you know, Queen and all that type of stuff, some people really didn't like what they did in the 80s, but I love 80s Heart. Matter of fact, you know, I discovered 80s Heart and then discovered their later stuff afterwards. So on here, you know, you have stuff like What About Love, Never, These Dreams, you know, big MTV radio rotation hits and that type of thing, but I absolutely love it. Matter of fact, my favorite Heart album is probably Bad Animals, which of course was right there in the midst of the 80s. So yeah, really fantastic piece there. Just a beautiful Japanese pressing I came across. And actually I just got it. Yeah, it's sitting right over here. It's kind of in my purge pile, just to replace this really nice US copy that I have, still in shrink and everything. Like, you know, beautiful near mint copy, but found that Japanese pressing and I was like, yeah, let me upgrade. So that was a good find there. Next here we have Chet Baker, sings and plays with Bud Shank and Russ and strings and blah blah blah. Just one of the newer tone poets has recently come out. Just kind of some nice, good, traditional, straightforward jazz here. You know, nothing quote unquote fancy, nothing free jazz or wild or anything like that. Just kind of one of those really kind of sit back and chill to kind of jazz, very traditional jazz records. But you know, the Tone Poet releases, which they've been doing just such a fabulous job with those. I love grabbing those any chance I get, and that's one of the newer ones there. And that was his 1955 release. Next we have, oh, this is another good one here, Generation X. This is from 1978, and of course this was Billy Idol's, you know, group before he went solo and became one of my absolute favorite artists of the 80s. I'm a huge Billy Idol fan. But yeah, this Generation X, again, from 78, kind of, you know, in the midst of that punk scene. And this album actually does a really great job of kind of mixing, I shouldn't say mixing, but it is kind of a punk album, but you can definitely hear what was going to be Billy Idol's kind of, you know, individual stuff moving forward, which he did such a great job of being able to do the pop and the punk type of elements in what he did. And I think Generation X is a good example of where he showcased both those skills. But yeah, very, very cool record here. Been wanting to get this one for years, actually, and again, stumbled across one at the show a few weeks ago. So another great addition to the collection there from 1978. And last but not least, I just pull the one right there in front. Another good one here, which is Japan. This is Quiet Life. Was ordering some stuff offline, actually for a new collection I'm building for another client. And I happened to see this one in there, and they had it on sale, and it was all the way down to $13 for a brand new sealed copy. And I've been wanting to get a copy of this for so long. And I was like, well, heck yeah, there you go. So, I mean, it is on red vinyl, and, definitely a cool album. And this is one where I guess the easiest way to describe it, if you like Duran Duran, you're going to love Japan, especially the Quiet Life album. This may not be as may not be as poppy and as musical as Duran Duran, like with stuff like the Reflex and Rio and stuff like that, where you're going to kind of get up and dance more with Duran Duran. This may not take you quite there, but musically it's very similar. Vocally, it's the exact same. You would, really believe that it was a Duran Duran album in that regard. So, yeah, if you're not familiar with them and you are a big Duran Duran fan, make sure you check that out. Japan Quiet Life. That's from 1979. So there you go, VC. Those are 5 quick picks from the recent finds. And as always, let me know what you think. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. And we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys.